Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go pick up a 67 Ford Mustang coupe. Popped up on Marketplace. When the guy made his little comment, I started hunting for another car. We just pulled up. Here she is, fellers. I paid $1,500 for that. I paid a little more than what I wanted, but that thing has perfect front and rear frame rails. Torque box looks great. The bottom of the cowl looks great. The trunk pan looks great. That's the only reason why I paid $1,500 for it. I was gonna try to Jew him down some, but I couldn't. In good conscience, I couldn't go good on this car. Says it came from Texas. That's what he told me. He said he pulled it all the way here from Texas. Well, I guess we'll see. It looks good. I mean, it looks like a Texas car, other than, you know, the outside part of it. It's got some rust. But like the frame, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better platform to start from. So, what we're going to do, we'll do a quickie, fastback conversion. Probably not going to fool with it right now, guys, but I just want to show you. We got another one to do. The next thing I'm actually going to start on is probably going to be this car here. Well, car ain't too bad. Frame rails are good. Under the cowl looked great, but the floor pans are shot. Bottoms of the doors look good. I said Texas car, so maybe that's why the frame rails survived. Old salt got in them. And the frame rails, they still got paint on them besides the green moss. Look, fixed to unload it. Put her next to the Charger. Well, guys, I got on the old Marketplace last night looking for a engine for, I guess you'd call it a budget build. We're gonna do another budget build, fastback. We got $1,500 in the car. I just so happen to have some sheet metal at the shop we can fastback it with. And I got on Marketplace, and there's a guy posted a Merc Cruiser, a 302 Merc Cruiser engine. Still has the boat outdrive on it. They basically just took a Sawzall, cut the transom out of it, and they got the motor, outdrive, all of it still together. So $200 for a complete motor, low hours. Let's go get it. It's supposed to have like steel crank, steel rods in it. $200, can't beat it. Picking it up right now. Well, fellers and fellettes, we got us a boat motor. We're gonna put it in that car. Oh, I love these budget builds. I love them. They're so much fun. So we've got $1,500 in our car. Where's our car at? Right here's our car. We got $200 in a Ford 302 Merc Cruiser. And according to the hour meter, that thing's got less than 100 hours on it. So let's just say the old boat went down the river about 55 miles an hour for, let's say, 100 hours. That's 5,000 miles. So we've got a less, because it had like 83 hours on the meter. We've got less than 5,000 miles on this engine. And you can tell it too. She looks like brand new. I mean, besides all the dirt and stuff. I mean, look how clean. Can y'all see that? Probably not. This is not oil. This is paint. It's clean as a pin, fellers. It's amazing how clean this thing is. And the oil in it is crystal clear. I checked it over real good. I didn't see no cracks. I didn't see no weird bulges or anything. Still got all the freeze plugs. And look at here. It's got brass freeze plugs in it. Right here. See this? Brass freeze plugs in this thing. Is that not freaking awesome? How awesome is that? Well, we use like 5 more horsepower right there, fellers. Check out this starter. Small block Ford. It's a funky looking starter. I wonder if I can use this on something. I don't know if it'll work on a regular transmission. It like the little oil out of it. But the oil in this thing is crystal clear. So we've got all of our pulleys that we're going to need. Because it's the manual steering car, so we ain't got to worry about power steering. We got a 1-wire alternator. The water pump on this thing looks like brand new. I mean, it ain't got no rust on any of this. All these pulleys still got, I mean, look at this. Look at that. It's still got shiny paint on it. Look at that. Even the pulley that the belt rides on is still shiny. It's nuts. This is nuts. $200. I give $200 for this off Marketplace. And I'm fixing to go pick up a transmission. I'm fixing to go get a C4 for 50 bucks. Can y'all believe that? So for $250, we've got our drivetrain. But I am going to change out the intake and carburetor. I'm going to pull the old 2-barrel off. And we may or may not stab us aftermarket camshaft in it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to fire it up first and see how she runs. I wish the sun wasn't so bright out here today, but boy, it sure feels good. That thing has leaked all the oil out of the breather cap. But man, you're talking about some clean oil. It is so clean. This whole engine is just, I'm amazed. Woo! How clean this engine is, y'all. It's amazing how clean it is. I'm excited about this one. We're going to be sticking this boat engine. Now, Kyle! This is going to be fun. I'm having fun today. This is great. I'm having fun. We having fun. Gotta have fun, right? If you just work on the same old thing day in, day out, it gets boring, y'all. It just gets boring, and we're not having fun no more. I gotta get that thing done. He's gonna watch this video and be like, I know you ain't took on another project without finishing my car. No, I ain't took on another project. I'm just collecting parts for the next YouTube video after I get your stuff done, feller. I've got other Eleanors in here I gotta finish too. Got up in South Carolina, gotta get his done. Guy in Georgia, gotta get his done. This is just, we're just collecting parts. That's all we're doing. We're collecting stuff. Don't get, no. We're gonna get you done. We're gonna get you done. I'm excited. We're getting our parts collected. Boys, I've been in there working on an Eleanor all this time. See if this thing will turn over. I've done thrown me a battery and some pliers out here. I hope the battery's got some juice in it. I went ahead and stripped. I forgot my phone, my camera. I went ahead and stripped that wire back because there wasn't no way to. Let me go get my camera holder. I forgot it too. Dadgummit. You would think by now I'd have this stuff figured out. Well, I got my camera figured out now. I've been in there trying to get an Eleanor ready to ship out. It's going to Georgia. Richmond Hill, something like that. I about got it ready to go. It's gonna be dark soon, so I figured I'd come out here and see if this old motor would turn over. This engine would turn over. So we got this lead, we got this cable. Oh, that's wrong. Let's see if it'll turn over. I know it's got oil in it. I checked the oil. I don't know nothing else about it. We ain't got no end, so we're just gonna vice grip it. And we got a wire here. Starter wire's on there. Let's see if it does anything. We have to cross it over. Hey, we're doing something. Uh-oh. What was that? Oh my God. That don't sound good. Oh my gosh. Please don't tell me this motor's shot. Really? Is that in the oil pan? Oh, that don't sound good. That sounds like it's in the oil pan. Oh my gosh, that guy screwed me. Really? Really? Let me go put something on the crankshaft. Surely to goodness he didn't screw me. Well, all of my good feelings have gone. They're all gone. All good feelings gone. Oh my gosh. It's locked on up. Oh my God. What is that? Maybe that's something to do with the outdrive. Could it be something to do with the outdrive, maybe? How do you put that thing in gear, I reckon? I don't know nothing about this thing. It ain't in gear. I don't think it's that. I mean, it just hits a dead spot. Like hard as a rock. Ah. I tell you what, I don't know what it is. It's locked plumb up though. I'm so sad. Why? What is that? That thing must have a very strong starter on it. Because I can't turn it with a ratchet. It sounds very, very bad. I mean, it sounds like it's got a daggum rod hanging outside of it, boys. What could that be? This thing's done. That sounds like a piston. Or a rod or something, I don't know. That's awful. It also sounds like it's back there at the back. So let me get all that crap on the back off, because the sound could be traveling through the crankshaft. So let me try that. Y'all wish me luck. I need luck right now. I don't know nothing about boat motors, but I do know there's something wrong with that one. And I'm hoping it's something silly, something stupid. I don't know how none of this comes apart. Well, I'm just going to take the bolts out until stuff falls apart. I don't even care about that outdrive anymore. If it falls apart and breaks, it falls apart and breaks. I don't care nothing about it. At this point, I just want to see. I just want to hear something that doesn't knock. tell you what I just did. I sure ain't got a nut on it. Does it? I hope it don't. Pretty sure she's junk, boys. I got me. That boy, that old man got me. Old man. You think he'd be a sweet old man? Yeah, boy. Sweet old man ain't so sweet. They're just foxes and wolves in sheep's clothing. That's all they are.
Dad.
What, baby?
Do you have any spray paint?
Why are you asking for spray paint?
I wanted to paint this old car.
What old car?
That red one over at Paul's.
See, did he say you could paint it?
Yes. He said go over there and paint on that car down my shop.
You was painting on his shop?
Dad, it didn't even have no paint in it.
You sure to God wasn't over painting on Paul's shop, well, Dean?
It was out. I tried it on the car and it was all out.
But you didn't try to paint Paul's shop, did you?
I did.
You know better than that. You can't do that, buddy. I'll give you some paint, but you better not be painting on nobody's house and nobody's shop, nobody's nice cars. Okay?
Should I paint on rusty cars?
Just because it's an old rusty car doesn't mean it belongs to me. It might be a customer's car, buddy.
It's a... Dad, you know that red one that's over there by Paul's shop in the junkyard?
Yeah, but you can't do it unless Paul says you can, okay?
He said go over there and paint that. And
Okay, but it sounds like you might have made him mad because you was painting on his shop.
He said don't paint on my shop, it's still over there on the car.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm trying to say. You was already painting on his shop before he said you could paint on the car. You can't do that, honey.
I thought I could.
You know better than that. You can't. I'll give you some paint. Wait 2 seconds, okay?
Okay.
But you can't be painting on people's buildings, man. That's called graffiti. People don't like it too good. Everything on this is a different size. Alright, man. You know, paint ain't cheap neither.
Huh?
Paint ain't cheap. Paint's expensive nowadays, buddy. He said if you paint on that car, you can only paint on that car. Okay?
You said I don't paint on anything else?
Don't breathe that stuff neither, okay? Can't be breathing in paint fumes, man. Alright, let's see if he'll turn over now. Maybe it was the starter doing it. I do seriously doubt it, though. still locked up. Boys, we got problems. We've got major problems. I'm gonna take the bell housing off. And if there ain't nothing in there causing us to lock up, then the guy just lied to us and gave us a bad engine. Ow, that felt great. I hit the side of my bucket of my tractor. And there comes the wife. Went from boss number 1, now boss number 2's here. Boys, I can't get your brake. Oh man, over painting my daddy's shop. Can't have nothing. That's a fancy socket there. 12 point. I got a pretty good feeling this motor's junk. It's too pretty not to be junk. We got a lemon, boys. Got ripped off. Too good to be true. Get off her. Might go get a fancy 12mm socket. 12 point, I mean. Ain't the first time, it probably won't be the last. It don't pay to be honest with people. I'm honest. Try to be honest with everybody. But they don't ever do me no good. That ain't a good sign. We got oil pouring out of that. What's that mean? Rear main shot? Nothing wrong in here. What's a pretty flywheel? Got a bad motor, fellers. Man. That is a beautiful flywheel, though. Well, the guy ripped me off. Imagine that. Me getting ripped off. It's locked plumb up. It was turning over fine. Well, I just turned it a little bit at his place just to make sure it wasn't locked up, but I guess he had it on. I don't know how he managed to fool me. It's making a bad noise on the inside.
Is it in that Mustang you got?
I just bought this today to go in that Mustang.
Oh, I didn't know. That's why you went to go for it.
Yep. Got some major issues on the inside. Dang. Hell, I can't win for losing. You have a good day? I was having a good day. Till I come over here and started messing with some motor. It'll turn this way. Fine. But then it hits something. Right there. Something hard. Maybe it's got a stuck valve or something. I don't know. I bet that's going to come right off without giving me any issues. What do you think?
Well, it depends where you're trying to take off. What's so funny? Why you keep laughing at me?
Oh no. Let me hold my screws right there, please.
That looks like
Dookie?
a sign to stay far away from it.
This?
Yes.
I seen that in the picture. I knew that was like that, but
Yeah.
and I asked him, I said, you sure it's a good motor? They got no cracks or nothing in the block? Oh yeah, good motor. Boat was just rotten. Mm-hmm.
Well, why was the boat rotten? Because the motor's junk, because the boat wouldn't go.
Probably.
There
Probably
you
onto
go.
something.
See?
I should just asked you.
You should just ask me.
You done knew all about it.
I didn't know.
Come on now. My goodness. Man, it looks like brand new in there. It says 351 on it. This thing has got 351 Windsor heads on it. What in the world? Well, right there's my money. I just got my money back right there. Cool. Be nice if they're like 69 351 Windsor heads. I'm gonna go with it ain't a valve issue. Man. This thing's got major problems. Down low. Ah. I read somewhere that these engines had steel cranks and steel rods. But I ain't reading nothing about 351 Windsor heads on them. Pretty cool. So I wonder if it's got the 351 Windsor cam in it too, like a torque cam. Man, the oil in this thing looks crystal clear. You tell me what in the devil's going on here. It almost looks like somebody's put a new distributor in it. I wonder if they might have put a new distributor in it and dropped the oil pump shaft, the drive shaft, down in the engine and then fired it up and ran it with no oil pressure. That's kind of worrisome. Let's watch the valves. They'll turn so far and stop. Like right now it's locked. Go back the other way. God. I bet it had rusty spots in the cylinder. It has. It's broke the rings probably. There it is. Locked up again. Man. One thing I know to do is tear it down and take the heads off. It's got major problems. It's too smooth to have anything wrong with it. Like rods, rod bearings feels like. When you do get it going, it's smooth. I'll just keep tearing it down. I'm going to take y'all, turn y'all off, and I'm just going to keep tearing it down until I find the problem, okay? Well, I got all the bolts out, finally. I had to take these studs out in order to get to these bolts. Let's see what's under head number one. It's so clean in there, it's unreal. It looks like a brand new, freshly machined engine inside the Valley. Oh my gosh. Lord. I got all the boats out, don't I? Yeah. That's nuts. This thing looks like it's just had black water in it for a long time. Lord. What's the deal? The intake was the same way. I couldn't hardly get it off. Never in my life. Well, I don't know. There we go. I wouldn't hold my mouth right. What have we got? Oh, wow. What is all that? This motor's been running really lean. That don't look good. What is that? Could that have been all it was? It almost looks like a big old chunk of carbon's been getting mashed against something. You'll see that? Looks like carbon or something down in there. It's dry, man, it's dry. Cylinders look fine, but why are they so dry looking? Y'all see that? See how 2 pistons are a different color than the other 2 pistons? It almost looks like these 2 back cylinders was running hot or running really lean. Can't tell about this gasket. I was going to look and see if it might have had a blowed head gasket, but you can't tell nothing about it. Oh, let's look at the head. It's the same way. That looks cracked. Looks like it's got cracked heads. Is that a crack? That is my imagination. If it was a crack, wouldn't it be clean? Yeah, it would be clean. I'm gonna go get a wire brush real quick. You know, I was sitting here thinking about this. I bet it's, I bet they didn't run it lean. I bet it wasn't firing on them 2 back cylinders. I bet this thing has a 351 firing order. And I bet somebody did like a tune-up on this thing and got the firing order wrong and was running it. So you're getting fuel, but you're not burning it out. So they've probably washed the cylinders out. That's why it was squeaky when I was turning it over. It's dry cylinders. No, it ain't cracked. The heads ain't cracked. The valves and the heads look great. Yep. There's a reason why that's dry like that. I see mage or something going on. It almost looks like carbon. See down in there? Between the piston and the cylinder wall? Looks like carbon down in there. It's got the piston shoved over to one side and it's actually starting to scratch it. Let me see if I can do something about that. Either that or, oh yeah, that's what it was, locking it up. The bottom of this, the top of this piston was hitting the bottom of that head. No, it was hitting carbon, wasn't it? There's actually marks in the piston. I ain't tried turning it over yet, but if it turns over now that I got this head off, then that carbon is what was locking it up the whole time. So old fella might have been telling the truth. The carbon might just come loose, like fell from the head. It's got something next to the piston right here. I don't like that at all. Let's just see if it turn over before it goes so far and stop. Yep, that was it. Had carbon on it. Thank you, Lord. That's all that was wrong with it. Man, talking about ruining your day. I was ready to go in the house and eat some taco salad. Lord. But it's still got some stuff shoved down in there. It's kind of got me worried. When I pull the oil pan off to swap the oil pan out, I'm thinking I might just go ahead and knock these two pistons right here out. I'm going to go ahead and pull the other head off also. Might as well go ahead and do the head gaskets while we're here. Yeah, that's just junk. It's got junk down in there. So I'm going to go with, they probably ran these two cylinders either lean or they've had the firing order on here wrong. They probably had it 302 firing order when it should have been an HO or a 351 Windsor firing order. So these two back cylinders was firing at the wrong time, getting fuel and not sparking, igniting. So all it done was just wash these cylinders out. So what we'll do is, I'll pull the heads off, and any of the cylinders that look like they've been run like that, I'll take those pistons out, and I will deglaze them, deglaze the cylinders, run a dingle ball hone up and down in it, slap it back together, and we should be good to go. As long as the rings look good. If I pull these two out and the rings ain't no good, might as well just put a whole set of rings in it. I've got rings here in house, so we might just go ahead and re-ring the whole thing, just freshen up this whole motor. I got everything here. I got rings, mains, rod bearings, gaskets. I can feel it. It's got something. Oh, there it goes. It's got something in there. Wish we had some flat tops. We got dished. I did a little research a while ago, and these things has got like a little torquey cam in them. They make power from like 1500 to like 5000 or 1500 to 4500 RPM. So they make a lot of power. But it's going to be a gas guzzler too. We might just leave this camshaft in it, because it's got a good torquey cam in it already. But I'm happy. We don't have no rod ready to come out of it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord. We'll fix it. Cylinders ain't got not a bit of wear on them. That looks like brand new in there. As long as our ring lands ain't broke on our pistons, and as long as the pistons ain't shrunk, they're not. They're good and tight in there. I would say somebody probably had the wrong firing order on this, because this has got 351 Windsor heads on it. And I guarantee it's a 351 Windsor firing order. That says firing order right there. It says firing order, but it doesn't have a firing order wrote on it. From what I've read, though, it's got a 351 Windsor cam in it. So that means it's 351 Windsor firing order. I wish I hadn't pulled the daggum, you know, just gun hole, pulled all these wires and stuff off. I remember they had it laying. That mark right there was toward the back. So maybe we can figure out if they had it thrown firing order. Because they had that right there, just like that. So that would be 1, 1, 5. They had it wrong. 1, 5, 4, 2, 6, 3, 7, 8. Yep. It should have been 1, 3, 7. This one would have been over there. This one would have been over here. 1, 3, 7, 2, 6, 5. This one should have been over there. 4 should have been over here, and 8 would have been over there. Yep, they had the wrong firing order. They were trying to run this engine. Man. So it looks like they've done a tune-up on it. Look. Cap looks like brand new. That's what they done. So they were trying to run it with just a 0302 firing order. They should have been running it on a 351 Windsor firing order. So this thing was firing wrong. It was getting fuel when it didn't need fuel. It was just barking at the wrong time, firing at the wrong time. Look at this. This looks like brand new casting. We'll get her fixed up. Somebody just didn't know what they were doing. They just about burnt the motor. That thing had to have been running hot too. Because you take an engine that's not firing right and you're throttling it up and trying to power down the lake. You know it was getting hot. It had to have been getting hot. Well guys, I know this wasn't a very good Mustang video, but I've worked all day on the Mustangs. And I wanted to fire that up. I wanted to hear it run, but you've seen how that went. But that's going to be it, guys. I'm grateful that it's not shot, but at the same time, I wish it was just ready to get in and go. I wish it was ready to run, you know. It is what it is. I guess the old timer, he probably didn't lie to me. He did say it run good, though, so there's no way that engine ran good. I mean, anybody that knows anything about Ford engines and knows about the 2 firing orders, you know what one of them right there runs like. If you've got the firing order wrong, you've only got 4 cylinders that's hitting. And 4 cylinders is just not happy. So, they about burned her down, fellers. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. We'll put it in our budget car. It's still a budget build. Like I said, I have all the parts right here in-house. I don't have to go buy anything. I don't have to go buy no gaskets. I don't have to do anything. So, we'll do it. It's still a budget build. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I know it's weird. I know it's long. I know it's nothing about working on the John Wick car, which we should have done. But I've been in there trying to finish that other Eleanor up. Like I said, it's got to go to Georgia, I think. It needs to leave. So, that's what we're working on. I get it done, and then I'm going to get back on the Wick car. It's the Eleanor I'm talking about is the one that's painted. So, until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, guys,